I'm realizing that for whatever reason, my mic was muted. Anyway, do not mind, you got blindsided by GBF. And a goldfish for a little bit. But let's see, loving and hating charge like an abusive ex who bakes. Like, the thing is, on paper, charge has a stupid amount of stuff going for it. Like, a ridiculous amount of stuff going for it by any stretch of the imagination. It's just that in practice, it feels kind of shit to use because it takes a while to build up. Compared to everything else that kind of just goes these days. If not, at least has a very concrete plan from the word go. That's kind of what we're dealing with in comparison. But yes, kit reveal is likely on the hour, maybe on the half hour, we'll see. If anything gets posted out, we'll just pause and get to reading it right away, pretty much. Let's see, 7 association buffs when? I mean, it was the birthday of that one 7 association member in Distortion Detective the other day, so who knows, who knows. Maybe they have no choice but to output a random standard banner unit, which happens to be a 7 association member. Take my ults with. Take my ults with waves. I missed the lock on. Let's see, honestly though, if you want to buff charge, just give us a better electric screaming holder. Unlikely to happen, unlikely to happen. Also, holy hell, chat froze for quite a while. One sec. Charge ID doing good NV damage, half of them have Gloom S3. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. For some reason, the design for a lot of them tends to be S3 is the setup and S2 is the payoff. At least if you take a look at Arcorp Hongers and Multicrack Faust, specifically. What game is this? Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. You wish you was playing Relink earlier? You wish Conflux was multiplayer. Wait, Conflux isn't multiplayer? Shit. I mean, it's a fun game mode. It's a fun game mode, regardless. Because it is just roguelike. Let's see. Desperately needs to hit with all coins. Yeah. 7 Association Yi-Sung for the full game now. It's your fate. Oh, God. My condolences. We'll get 7 Association stuff eventually, you reckon? Project Moon likes factions that aren't a single unit. Yes, they do, but the problem is we have too many 7 Association units at this point already. That making a new one isn't exactly going to be the most piped up. The old charge IDs doesn't have good enough damage, unfortunately. Yeah, Red Eyes and Penitence is a sore point at this point. Oh, hey, say hi. Hey, Brute. Welcome. Fuck you both. Let's see. Still sound like shit, mate? Yeah, it's inevitable. What did you do? What did you do, mate? I still have to look after a fucking train in my facility. So I don't know, mate. I think you've committed enough crimes as it is. Let bygones be bygones, I say. Charge IDs suffer from being ass or one keyword ramp so slow? To an extent. The problem is, we currently are in a point of Limbus where almost everything is ramp anyway. So it's kind of hard to differentiate charge from everything else, when everything else is just doing the exact same bloody game plan. You expect Tario when you get the expansion? Sure. And it's basically as if I was to try and carry you for G rank, basically. It's like the rough extent of it. There's some very nice set pieces in this though. An upscale ego is like the most cop-out way of doing things, I'll be honest. And especially with a bunch of guys that don't have anything to do with like either a distortion or ego to begin with, is probably the worst solution they could do. Is what I'd reckon. Make charge discard status, just make new charge IDs, discard lowest skills depending on charge potency. That pot 5 potency, discard all skills except S3 every turn. Christ, that would be horrifying if they did that. Your attacks have a chance to inflict a burn or poison. Chances rise. Yeah, sure, we take those. Ironically, I am playing status in this game as well. Ironically. Though this character is one of the best at applying statuses. So Song or Tuyen. Let's see. Dread, 10%, blah blah blah. Yeah, elemental damage isn't too bad to grab. Especially since we have War Elemental anyway. More elemental come on. Give us something a bit better than that to work with. Let's see. Damage skills have a chance to inflict a burn. Do we have anything better? Nope. We're all in on Dread then. Time to let Limbus players know how horrifying it is to get Song in GBF. Okay. Song normally isn't that bad. Or the Eternals aren't that bad to get anymore in normal GBF. In Relink, it's also no longer as bad because you just pay 2 crew cards now with the expansion. Previously, though, you had to beat mate. Legitimately, you had to beat mate inside of Relink to get her, which was severe levels of pain. Shit, Grand Blue, you haven't played a single game of the franchise. Is there a Guilty Gear? Oh, yeah, there is. You're thinking of Versus Rising. So, GBF Versus Rising is what you're thinking of instead. That's the fighting game. It's the kind of fighting game you play if you want to eat crayons, is the easiest way I can put it. It's fun. It's really fun. But you are eating crayons if you're playing that game. It was an EVO 2022. They still run it these days in EVO even. I don't know any of the good players though, since I mostly just play against friends for that game. Eating crayons equals fun. Thank you, Eco. Very cool. Look, eating crayons, it's not necessarily a bad thing to have dumb fun. You don't always have to think to have fun, is what I'm saying. There's a reason why sometimes I just log in on a Titan in Destiny, because you want to eat crayons sometimes and you don't want to think about how to manage your cooldowns. You just want to shoulder check someone. What's the best crayon to eat then? Usually it's the red one. It's especially toxic too. So you're on for a ridiculous high. Nah, I'm fucking kidding. Don't eat fucking crayons if you can help it. It's just a saying. Can we bring it back to Limbus for a moment? Eating crayons is playing charge, I'll be honest. You don't have to think. You get to watch very cool and fun effects a good chunk of the time. But there's not much to it. There's not much meat to chew on with charge, mate. Pico's a connoisseur of red 40. You thought it was the middle? Okay, middle is the purple crayon. You have to think a little because you need to press the counter button. And then make sure it's not a one-sided counter. Can't help it. Takes our mind off of reading when the boss's gimmick kills us. Yeah. Doesn't matter too much, I'll be honest. Oh. Why is it? Okay, Maggiel's not too bad. If it was the other guy, it would have been far worse. Play a lot of MD solo, you think too hard. Yeah, your case is a special one, buddy. Your case is a pretty special one. 60 ADV is pain, yes. You wish they did more with Charge Barrier. I'd argue the opposite. Charge Barrier is really strong. Solo's hard if you're doing what Kresnik over there is doing. And that is trying to make, if I recall correctly, your bloody user. That means it's trying to make Mariachi bloody work. Hate archers in games because shooting an arrow is so damn hard. You tried it at school. Never again. Archery I'm half decent at. I like archers in games. Fires an arrow upon performing blah blah blah. Oh, there we go. Poison infliction. We take those. Oh, you like She Forced? Okay. Genuinely, there was one very funny use for She Forced. I think Vader has the clip for it, but we took She Forced into the railway and didn't think we'd get much use out of She Forced, except for Section 2 and the very first turn of the second part of Section 2, where we had somehow charged the arrow perfectly to then shoot Lord Honglu without any interruptions. You lost your Football Fantasy League, so you had to do MDE solo with her at up tier 1 level 20. That's on you, mate. That's on you for making that gamble. See, none of these are good. We got one free renewal. And that's just free damage cap. Let's see. You take the damage cap. Boost, blah, blah, blah. And both of these are just freebies. We'll take the one related to Dread, though. Let's see, we can refresh. Yeah, it's a bit more useful. Let's see. That works. Alright. Nice 2D model. Yeah, this one's done by a pretty good artist. This one is specifically by Janie Hero, from what I recall. Yeah, this one is one of Janie's works. You've probably seen a lot of their works in other places. It is almost impossible to get them these days for work. Simply because you have to go through Iron Vertex. Or it's Iron Vertex or bust to get access to this artist. I got the fellow right before that particular exclusivity. England vs France game was so good. I did not keep up with the World Cup, mate. There's something horrifying about the World Cup when you used to work at a casino. Is the easiest way I can put it. Because on World Cup day, so it'd be specifically today, if you were working at the casino today, you would be screaming because you would be understaffed to hell and then needing to handle a ridiculous amount of people coming in that just wanted to watch the big game. The grand finale. Argentina lost, so that's all you need to know, man. Who are they up against? Genuinely, I know next to nothing following the World Cup this time around. Spain. Oh. Nice. Oh god, that's gonna cause a war. Dad was crashing out because he's a Messi fan. Oof. Most unfortunate then, most unfortunate. Low-key, no one in your family watched the World Cup. I've known that quite a few people got up really early in Southeast Asia at least, just to go watch the World Cup. That's because there's a weird amount of fellas dedicated to soccer. I don't know. I never really got the appeal, even when I was playing soccer as a kid. Messi sort of needs to retire, not gonna lie. I see. You're a South Korea fan? Because you don't laugh, LCE, you are Korean. Fair enough, fair enough. Wait, if you're Korean, why do you go with like a more Chinese user then, at that point? Let's see. Yeah, we can get more auras if we had Limbo. Also, the game was 1-0 with Argentina barely getting the ball. Oh. Dad's Chinese, mom's Korean. Fair enough, Chief. Let's see, we can renew that. Blah, blah, blah. While a foe is inflicted with paralysis. What's the dread one? Poison damage rate's good. I was hoping for poison triggers paralysis, but let's see. Damage skills have a chance to inflict paralysis isn't quite as good. Damage skills have a chance to inflict poison. Not fantastic, but we'll take it. Damage skills have a chance to inflict poison, sure. Last one, let's see if we can do better than that. Daedalus Swing, 20% crit rate. Not that useful for us, because we're not running crits. Stun power against bomb. Burn. We can do better. No, we could not do better. We did worse. Great. Let's say Glaciates, Shield. We take the crit damage, I guess. Game roguelike beat 'em up. This specific mode is roguelike. It's closer to... I'd like to say it's closer to Monster Hunter in comparison. Closer to Monhun, but the stats are very JRPG in comparison. Mobile Limbus company player? My condolences. The mobile experience isn't always amazing for Limbus. I feel like you at least want a tablet to play it properly, but to each their own. Upset Conflux is solo only. It'd be so fun with friends plus the ability to loop the runs. Yeah, but the reward structure does not incentivize looping anyway. Oh, we weren't able to prevent Ravenous Trigger. I don't think, yeah. Nope, could not prevent Ravenous Trigger. Oh no, Shadow Vortex, huh. Fuck me, I guess. Okay, that works out fine. God, I hate that attack, because it's just a creeping attack along the base. Two monitors, you can play Limbus Company on every device you got, including your new phone. Christ. You don't have a bad mobile experience with the amount of accounts you got. Oh god. Are you one of those fellas that runs multiple accounts? I used to know a guy mad enough to run multiple Fate Grand Order accounts at once. Different kind of screaming, but... Wow, one of the AI actually managed to get downed. That is actually a rare occasion. You have 9. Why you'd put yourself through that beats me, but you do you, Chief. You do you. God, this boss is one of the more annoying ones. Or just the dragons in general are assholes. What in the world are they going to do to fix Rodya? That is a good question. They probably won't. I think she's a foregone conclusion. Sandalphon. That was not necessary. That is overkill at this point. Severe levels of overkill, if anything. Very fun setting them all up and pressing win rate on all of them. God. That is its own kind of horror to openly admit to doing. Ooh. Okay. Let me take a quick look at Project Moon's Twitter. Decent odds that they at least put out like the update patch note. Decent odds, decent odds. Nope, no update patch note. Okay, we're going to be sitting around for a while then, I guess. You have a team on every account. 2 burn, 2 tremor, 1 charge, 1 poise, 3 bleed. Christ. Limbus when you need a character versus Limbus when you need XP. Yeah, XP is the worst of it by a long shot. Cast 7 magic balls every 40% of your... Ugh, Christ. Compared to launch a deadly orb upon landing aerial barrage. I don't really use aerial barrage that much. Yeah, let's just take the proliferation. Yes, if you're going for a relink yourself and don't know anything about Bubs, this may be a spoiler, I guess. That's how much lunacy you've made and Kefallen modules. It's 2 pities worth. Oh god. That is quite horrifying. Oh, that's fun. Oh, we have Piercing Gleam times 10 already? Sure. You always love more Season 7 filler IDs, so I guess it's okay. I also wish they were at least standard IDs instead of seasonal. Oh, right. I forget this is a vocal track, so this may eventually get copyright struck. Well, you can just mute it later. Can we get other officers? Oh, you want your Tress? You want... You want your Tress? You want your Aid Association? You want all those goobers? Nah. Can't give you nice stuff like that. Oh, that's too much damage to guard. Yep, rip. And we got jobbed at the end too. Oh my god, they can launch you off. That is a rip. I did not know that actually. Holy shit. Sandalphon's on the ground. That's not good. Arcorb Don. Wish we got Eyeball Pinion Shigihua. Yeah. Thank you, Bahamut. Oh, we got a break off of it as well. The break did not last very long. And that lagged for a second. Oh boy. Ouch. Oh. Oh, that's pretty bad. Can you get 5 big basal bubs? Pain. Severe levels of pain dealing with bubs. Mind you, I exploit bubs to hell in the gacha because it's just nice burst and all kinds of good shit. But dealing with bubs here is just torture sometimes. Oh, he's just dead here. Shame Kim Ji-hoon is so adamant on not expanding the dev team. I mean, it's at the size where likely everyone in the team can retire without having too much issues. Both his games were or used to be niche and now popular. Now it's so popular in such a short time. Yes, but also there are inevitabilities that you have to work around, I'll be honest. Say good. Full fractured jaw. I don't have to go back and fight those double golems. thinking about it recently, Enforce is very obviously representative of Devil Enforce rather than titular figure. I haven't actually read the book, so I would not be able to tell you currently. Odds are, during the downtime between now and Kanto 10's release, maybe I'll just go do a shit ton of reading. After all, it's not like there's going to be too much lore. Equus is your favorite double OID. Man, I'm getting done dirty here, huh? You're still thinking to make your own ruiner too so you can trick people into making cool mods? Eco, no, keep doing fun. We will see, we will see. Let's see. 20 silver centrums. How many can I trade? Do I even have anything to trade silver centrums? I can trade 10 of them. Great. Fantastic. What the bloody hell drops silver centrums then? Because I know it's basically... Actually, if you read, we'll make Say Hi do double the work. Ah. I see. It can't be this exciting to delay it, surely. The thing is, I think probably the most of the delay is them trying to figure out how to place it story-wise. Because it's a bit of a mess, I'll be honest. At least in the ways of how to fit it in lore-wise. Because you straight up have in Hohenheim Gregor, the second one, mentioning that Yi Sung uses Lantern and takes it to maximum attunement and fucking blows up. That's like an undeniable fact. So unless they're trying to retcon that part specifically, a bit hard to figure out how they plan on doing it. What the hell is fun? That is the tabletop RPG that I'm developing alongside Say Hi and a couple of others that are helping out here and there. That is a Project Moon themed one. You know what easy IDs to add in without trying to fit it into the story? Association IDs. Yes, you are entirely correct. And they will still refuse to do it. Started playing Monster Hunter again and you're... so shit, it's shocking. I mean, if it's wilds, then that's unfortunate, buddy. Unemployed VTuber, child ex-casino employee, indie dev can't be... Do not assign me a light novel title. Dear Lord, that would actually be terrible. Let's see. Where can I just get silver centrums easy? Why am I being looked over on the shoulder? Railway 2 notes are out on Steam. Okay, hang on.
I just heard the light novel title.
I see.
Of my boyfriend, and I'm just like, yo, what?
Let's see then. Steam, head over to Limbus Hub. Oh, yeah, they did drop the notes. To an extent, they dropped the notes. Alright, give me a second here to pull that up. Okay, new contents, quote unquote. Refraction Railway, Line 2, Bokgak. You need to clear main story, chapter 9. So you need to clear Canto 9 at the very least. Starting with 3 initial stations will present a series of highly difficult encounters. More rewards can be claimed the further you progress into the Refraction Railway. Upon clearing the terminus, you'll be rewarded with a BGM track. If you have achieved certain conditions before clearing the final station, you'll be rewarded with a special cosmetic banner. Okay. No specified end date, will be a permanent addition. Yay, okay. Let's see. Enter, select between the following contents. Okay, yeah, that's normal. Line can be accessed at any time. Make a team by deploying your loadouts, identities, etc. Major changes. Okay, here we go. The Refraction Railway Line 2 Bokgak will have a new recommended upgrade level. Uptime 4, level 60, yep, as expected. Cap will be 60. Line 2 enemy stats and skills will be adjusted to reflect this change. On first entry, you will only have 3 stations. Freely adjust your loadout prior to entering the first station. On clearing all stations on your current cycle, the completed cycle counts and total turns record will be recorded. Any remaining ego resource after encounter can be used in the subsequent one. Once the cycle is cleared, sinners will recover HP. SP values of sinners will carry over from one cycle to another. Okay. That's probably quite important. Why can't we skip line 2? Nah. I haven't done line 2. Like, I started playing when we were at, like, line 4. So, sure. Encounters all stations of the current cycle. Blah, blah, blah. Clearing the last section will increase your cycle count by 1. Clearing a cycle once or more will allow you to enter the terminus. Chain battle system, we are forced to deploy everyone, so no funny chicken engine, unfortunately. We get to deploy 7 this time instead of only deploying 5 as per Bokgak 1. Entry SP buffs, yep, negatives and positives. Major changes, you can change your team loadout at the beginning of each cycle, okay. Defeated ally will give ego resources that correspond with the Sin affinities, yep. Every completed cycle of Refraction Railway 2 Bokgak will give a special buff. Select the buff icons under each to check, okay? Ally buff, enemy buff, okay. Was it like this for the original run? Nope, okay. Aside from that, focused encounters, chain battles, combat progression, retry, give up, total turn counts, turns at the station, clear info as per usual. Oh, okay, we actually get to keep our clear records this time. 131 turns. How long are they planning to make this thing? Under 150 total turns. Christ. Okay, either they've buffed up some monstrous shit, or they are severely overestimating things. You fight the same boss 5 times. Okay. OG was 150? Okay. Was it genuinely that bad back then? Okay. Let's see. Special banner can only be obtained by satisfying the acquisition conditions. So allegedly there's more of them. It says 8 cycles, 172 turns. 4 cycles, 100 turns. Huh. Interesting. Do they want you to do it multiple times? They might want you to do it multiple times. So, Christ, that sounds like its own kind of hell. Aside from that, we've got nothing else yet. Nothing else yet. Let's see, is there anything that just genuinely rewards silver centrums? Okay. Defeat all foes. Okay. Is there anything that's like not as much of a pain in the ass to do? Defeat as many foes as possible. This one's the slime one, right? Yeah, this one's the slime one. Drop items, nope. Okay, that's an Azurite Splendor instead. That's not what we need. We just need silver centrums. And they're all dropping as a right. Okay, this one's like annoying, but sure. Patch notes dropped. Oh, like proper patch notes? Hang on then. It's a scheduled update notice, I believe. Nope, not scheduled update notice. Is it? Oh, it is the scheduled update notice. Okay. It opens with a letter about Kanto 10. I'd like to provide you with an update regarding our plans and release schedule for Kanto 10. Although we initially scheduled it to release by August, it has been delayed to September 17th. Congratulations, you are not going to see me for a month. At least in the usual capacity, I suppose. Additional time provided by the delay will be used to add voice acting and refine its content. During the 3-week delay, Reflect Trial contents will be added. Never mind, we're doing Reflect Trials. In addition to the above, as per our usual content release schedule, there will be one more ego. Or release of identities or ego. Huh. Wait. Oh, I guess they're just pushing stuff through. Hum Hung Pung Pung employees will be managing the Limbus company booth at TGS. I see. Once again, we sincerely apologize for the delay. Okay. Alright, so Dim Shred, yep. Rodya. New ID will be added. New extractable announcer. Oh. New announcer being Matthias and Kira. At least added over to... Huh. Okay. At least added to standard, I think it is? Who knows? New contents, Refraction Railway, new packages as per usual. Fourth match Flame. Oh, we're adding cleanup agent gear. Extras. New, among identities that inflict dimensional rifts using base skills. Counts 1, non-W Corp ID with the earliest deployment as a W Corp ID. Ah, yes. They're making Yisung... They're making the new Yisung honorary W Corp. That's basically what that is, yeah. Fourth match Flame Rodya is now getting a fix. Apparently the effect didn't trigger before. There is allegedly a typo for one of Honger's skills. Please fix this passive already. Crown of Thorns effects. Adjustment Sloth-Drenched Rose. Oh, the Sign of Roses is supposed to be one of the... Oh, that's going to be horrifying. Okay. Nice. Nice. They could do Time Ripper. They could do Time Ripper. I don't really think Time Ripper would be that exciting, but they could do Time Ripper, yeah. Sign of Roses is Terminus for line 2. Is that the boss that you have to fight like 5 times? Is that what it is? Oh. Oh, that's just cancer then. Sign of Roses is already an annoying boss. Having to actually do its mechanics is even more annoying. I don't clear the waves for this particularly fast still, so it's still a bit annoying. This particular fight. Sign of Rose is only one time? Okay. Not the worst then, not the worst. Okay. Oh, come on. Time loss, rip. Okay, turret's good because it just lures them all to the one spot. 5 effing steam transport machines. Christ. Okay, line 2 sounds like its own kind of cancer. That's going to be fun to get through on first day. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Because I still need to do the kit video itself as well. So hopefully it's not too bad. Can we stop summoning more goblins? Thank you. 5 centipedes of fucking plague and shock and awe. Nice. Annoying shit like reaching damage reduction up to 100. Yikes. Hopefully the buffs provided after clearing certain things does make things go about a lot faster. Honestly, I'd prefer if this rerun wasn't necessarily a hard-ass rerun and more closer to like line... What was it? Line 4? Line 5? What was the... Don's one. Just give us an easy railway so I can breeze past. And not sit around for like God knows how long. Okay, last wave. Hey Ari, welcome. But your damage was best measured in rupture potency because of all the defense buffs. Yikes. You know what? Hey, show slop upscale. Yeah, not necessarily. Are we about to fail? We're about to fail the conditional for clearing this in less than 4 minutes. Are you kidding me? Did we miss by like... We missed by like 10 seconds. Not even. By 6 seconds. Okay, that's just ass. They might have to bust out 7 association IDs. Christ. You hope it's not the same mechanic it was back then. We'll see. Oroshi Arayashiki won't work. It sounds maddening on its own. Oh, they gave us the S++ anyway. That's fine. How many silver centrums did they give us? They gave us 2. We need 20 of those. That means either putting this mission on repeat or just figuring out a better place to get silver centrums. Is there like less painful content to get silver centrums from? Or heck, can I just progress the story and get silver centrums? I can probably just progress the story and get silver centrums. Hang on. You back in 3 minutes? You do you, Chief. You do you. How many more Ideal Ego do you think are going to be released? I think it'll just be 1, 1, and 1. At least in the sense of one ID, 1 Ego, and as they mentioned, 1 announcer. They'll make it House of Spiders Zero Shoes mandatory for clearing fast. Who knows? They could. Be a little scummy if they did, but they could. True Believers free. One W Corp standard fare, please. We need more charge. No, we do not, Chief. We really do not. Roll of the dice. Christ. Very rarely will any of these be like stupid good these days. Oh, Venitus. We can mix that. Supplementary. War Elemental with steady focus is pretty alright. You will make Reindeer Sinclair and you will like it. Give us like Raven Sinclair at least. We have like 4 good charge IDs. We have a lot of good charge IDs. Oh, it's straight up fighting the world at this point. Great. Dear Lord. Never give Sinclair a new syncing ID. I see, the man wants to keep the agenda going. The mariachi or bust. This fella, I swear. Oh, funny thing. Frau is one of my supporters' favorites, basically. In terms of GBF characters. Man almost got back into this game just because Frau got announced. ID is out. Okay. Let's see then. So kit dropped. Is it only on Twitter or is it also... Okay, it's on Steam as well. Nice. Okay, hang on while I pull this up. Okay, and let me just go ahead and close out of relink. Let's find some relevant enough music to get us in. Let's see. What's a solid one? Take from Kanto 9. Story themes. Day passes? Or must be here. Not a fan of that one. There we go. I like this one. If it will just play and not fuck up. There we go. No Gloom. Envy Res. Oh no. Oh no. They're really gonna do it, huh? Okay, only 2 passives. Okay, that's... I guess today will be a very short stream, unless I go back to playing Relink. Wow, today is gonna be a really short stream. Oh god. Oh my god. It's... Thursday is gonna be a really short video. Do I need to make a video about this guy even? Wait, just how shitty or at least how sourceless a guy did they make? Hang on a second. Let's see. Okay, starting out, we have velocity and coordinates and velocity. If this unit's speed is faster than the target, deal speed difference times charge on self damage. Turn end, gain charge potency on self, haste next turn. That's it. That's it. Okay, sure. Universal damage if you're going fast. And charge and haste to go fast as well. Oh, of course. We also have to activate the passive first before we can even start consuming charge potency. Oh, I hate it. Gain charge potency every time this unit consumes cumulative charge. It should be 10. When another ally hits an enemy, at attack end of said skill, consume dimensional castaway to activate dimensional slice against said target. Gain quadricolor dimensions. Quadricolor dimensions itself offers offense level, defense level, charge counts from unit skills, charge potency, % damage. If the unit gets the effect past its max cap, gains a surplus. Okay, so it's rolling along. Roll and roll. Aside from that, we get shield equal to the stack of dimension castaway. Wait. Oh, why does it look like the Battletech map? Hang on. Welcome to the Inner Sphere. Let's see, is it the same colors too? Yeah, it's roughly the same colors. Yeah, welcome to the fucking Inner Sphere. Fucking hell, man. Oh, God. There is no source here. Like, genuinely, there is no source. This... And because it's a charge ID, when you read it, it looks long and complicated, but there's just nothing. Hang on, let's see. Final power for every X charge count on self plus rupture and dimensional rift on target. Okay, so the one synergy we get with Dim Shred Yisung is just dimensional rift. That's it. The ID does not have one rupture count in the kit. People said rupture god. It's not going to be a rupture god. The only thing powering it would be the ego offering some rupture, and that's it. Yeah, there's no count. It depends on dimensional rift, how much dimension rift application we even get. But looking a little shit, mate. Anyway. Charge counts, rupture, consume dimension castaway to reuse this coin. Okay. So oh, it's a 1 coiner. Final power. Ooh. Charge count for coin power. On a single coin, don't like it. Not a fan. It's not necessarily that he's ass, it's just that he might be in poor taste. Let's see, we are looking at final power for rupture, dimension rift, charge for final power, charge potency, gain coin power, so he does need to build up for his bullshit. Gain charge count, rupture, dimensional rifts. Do they even mention the exacts? No, they don't mention what exactly dimensional rift is again, so hang on. I'll go pull that up. Need to remember the exact way this status operates. Okay, it's turn and gain X rupture count. That's all it is. And it doesn't seem to have an upper limit, so depending on how much dimension rift can be inflicted, this can be very stupid. So there's still some hope that this is potentially breaks rupture clean open and he is completely broken as shit. There's still clean hope for that. But that will specifically be on his skill 2 and his skill 3. The scary part here is rupture, dimensional rift, and then slash damage equal to charge potency on self times X% of the coin's final damage. So he has a damage echo as well. Potentially very overtuned skill 2 is what we're looking at. Potentially very overtuned skill 2. No, it's not 0 rupture count because of the ego. It's rupture count at end of turn is the problem. The thing is, to compensate for that, almost all of his stuff is very low coin count. So it's one or two coins. That's it. On hit against an enemy that has lower speed, yeah, he will go neutral. Every single one of his skills except for his skill 3-2 goes neutral. He's rupture negative because of the ego. Not necessarily, not necessarily. Being able to apply Dimension Rift, it depends on how much Dimension Rift gets applied. If this is even 1, that's positive, basically. Because it'll go 1, 2... Inflict 1, because as long as he's triggering his own ego, then it becomes +1 for 3 different coins on each turn. Kira and Matthias Announcer are going to do heavy lifting for this banner. It may be to the point where I just ask, did anyone roll for this thing in my Discord? If you did, add me and I will work off of that. If no one is fucked rolling for this guy, then that comes down to me and I've got to roll for him. Or search for someone who did. But yeah. It's just... Yeah, it's the Spice Bush problem where the count comes later. So this guy is going to like kickstart your count. Most likely kickstart your count quite well, if anything. It's just that beyond there, he's kind of wet noodle. Kind of wet noodle territory, unless those numbers turn out to be like ridiculous. And it turns out that he's just a really easy hammer to use. Matthias Announcer will save the banner. Matthias is like... People are not normal about Matthias, is the easiest way I can put it. Yes, this is a seasonal ID. This fella is seasonal. At least the trailer claimed they were seasonal. Yeah, even the banner down the bottom here, season. Not even standard. This guy just does damage, yeah. Like, this kit is like a footnote. Feels like a footnote. The passives, like, they're very straightforward. They add no source to the game plan. The source at this point is going to be counting how much charge. So, odds are the video is just going to be more talking about Hohenheim than it is talking about this guy. When we eventually get to it. Not even a charge downscale. They just want to make charge rupture work, is the thing. And this is the way you do it. If Dimension Rift is able to, like, scale up as high as it is, then, yeah, this is how you're going to do it. Like, it will strictly synergize with his ego just in terms of status application, if you want to use this cunt for status application, and then how much heavy lifting Dimension Rift is going to do after that. Because let's see, if we bring up, say, Cleanup Agent. The main reason his shit is insane is because of Energy Cycle, the 2-coiner that inflicts 2 rupture count with the extra. As long as you have Dim Shred going, then you're able to get quite a lot of rupture count out of that skill. And that's when he becomes a rupture count merchant, specifically. Let's see, he can't fuel Dim Shred Ego, nor can any other charge ID at all. There's no sloth in charge aside from Warp Dawn. Let's see, your solution presents itself in a different spots. Your solution presents itself in this. This is what we're using. I hate it, but this is what we're using. We have to bring Otis. Yes, you're bringing a W Corp Otis, or if you're bringing it in Rupture, you're bringing Heisho Otis. What about other crayons? What, you want the Chinese manufactured crayon as well? That's the other crayon if you're looking for another crayon. Like, that's the thing. The options are not fantastic. He either becomes a discount Heisho to support Heisho Rupture, or he's kind of a wet noodle in charge that isn't W Corp. Purple and blue crayons this season. At that point, just bring Matthias Otis. Matthias Otis, you know what? You're right. We can just bring Matthias Otis, and then we run a purple team. Because guess what? This guy has a purple defense. Oh, God. What the fuck are they doing over there, man? Like, I know people weren't that hyped for this guy regardless, but even then, this just seems sad. Anyway, continuing on. When is the orange crayon getting bought? It's already got more than enough toys to play with, mate. 110 pull. Walpurgis ate everything. Everything. You cannot be bothered to get this dude early. But Rize, think of it this way. What if this guy turns into the meta for one section of the railway for low turn count? Will you pull on him then? Regardless, welcome to the stream, mate. You're starting to think this idea will be She-Force of the season when it comes to all the jokes. Here's the thing. Was She-Force seasonal or was She-Force standard? Hang on. She-Force was at least standard. That hurts, man. That hurts. That this guy is seasonal. I think less people would be pissed if this guy was just standard. I'm more curious. Honestly, I'm more curious what they do with his story. After all, I did just pull out the LCE lore video the other day. But Christ, mate. What if his assist attack status is gained in more than one stack? Hang on. Assist attack? We have an assist attack here? Hang on. And it's seasonal because it's in the story. We do not see the literal cunt which is getting domed for it. Passive does S1. Okay. Let's see. At end of blah blah blah, activate dimensional slice against said target. Okay. At the end of an ally skill that hits an enemy skill. Okay, so we get an assist attack. Against said target, gain quadricolor dimensions. It's only buffing himself. That's it. It just speeds up his charge. And then makes him go more rupture negative. Ah, God. Another ally's skill hits an enemy at attack end of said skill. Consume dimensional castaway to activate dimension slice against said target. Then gain quadricolor dimensions. Otherwise, we are gaining quadricolor dimensions specifically by the skill freeze. Or meant the status that lets him assist attack. He has another way to consume it, so he might get a lot of it. The thing is, he may get a lot of it because it's the thing that gives him barrier. It's the thing that gives him shield. Zero unique buff for rupture, zero or change, zero synergy with dimensional shredder eager. There is synergy, it's abstract, it just makes his kit actually function. Otherwise, he's a wet noodle before it. Same situation with Matt. We get Dead Rabbit's boss Merceau, even though Matt is just Old King in disguise. That's the thing, though. At least he's relevant to the plot when he pops up at first. At least. In comparison, we get Sora cosplaying for, like, 3 story nodes. 3 story nodes and, like, a couple of random Abno nodes. And then, boom. Never mind, throw it off. At least support passive is really fun to read. Let's see. Let man outrun even the ray of light. But one ally with the fastest speed uses a skill that gains or consumes charge count, gain haste next turn. That's it. Synergy is just his fast. Yeah, he's just fast. Ego makes him work, but he can't even fuel it. Madonka flashbacks. Madonka is more the case of if you do pull that ego off, then you are screaming for the fight to end at that point. You've not seen a kit this sad since forever. I'd argue that Ring Merceau or S-Corp Hongers would be, but that means that we're putting it pretty much on the degree of may as well be a 00 ID. Because this one really is, may as well be a 00 ID. But yeah, at X charge counts, we activate the skill 3-2 instead. At X to Y charge count, consume all charge, gain coin power for every charge count consumed. Oh, so we don't even consume, we have the possibility of consuming nothing, even. Fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah, those were event IDs, yeah. That's the thing, they may as well be 00s. Not gonna lie, if numbers are good, this ID would just be Purple Gorilla. Yes. Basically, that's all it'll be. Purple Speedy Gorilla. Not a star of the show, not a fantastic support by any stretch of the imagination. Just Speedy Gorilla. It's about the extent we're working with anyway. But yeah. Aside from that, final power, gain dimensional castaway and quadricolor dimensions, charge counts, rupture, charge counts, rupture, rupture, dimensional rift, deal slash damage equal to charge potency on self. Kinda sad, because you're just using that charge count to then loop back, but we don't even consume charge counts. No, we do consume charge count pretty aggressively at least. Okay, at least we can consume it aggressively with skill 1 and 2. Skill 3 doesn't do us many favors. Skill 3-2 is an unfocused volley, which is kinda sad. Quadricolor dimensions and rupture. Quadricolor dimensions, rupture, slash damage, echo. Slash damage echo on everything. Oh, it's all targets. Okay, that's at least unique. That's at least something. It would just be infinite acceleration from the Portal games. At least that's the way you're looking at it. Could be, yeah. But slash damage echo on everything isn't too bad. It all comes down to the numbers. Like, this is a white bread ID. This is just numbers, man. Like, it's kind of genuinely sad that this is just white bread. You're going back to your themed W Corp IDs for MD. At least Index Force isn't the worst seasonal ID. Yeah, I guess so. Give W-Sung this skin and we're all good. Hey, Lamau. Would we just get sent back to Season 4? May as well be. Depending on what the numbers are like, may as well be. Sidestep is Charge Barrier. Okay, Charge Barrier is pretty nice, at least. Gain Dimensional Castaway and Quadricolor Dimensions. Okay, so we have an alternative way. At X plus Charge Potency, gain an additional stack of the above effects. Pretty good. At less than it, consume HP to get more charge count. Okay, shockingly good actually. And at X plus charge counts, consume Y surplus charge count to apply the following effects. Heal and gain charge counts and haste next turn. Okay. The defense skill enables the entire kit. If you roll Rip Space in your bottom slot as the very first skill you get in the encounter, you are crying. Otherwise, you're quite happy because you can start with some charge count. Anyhow, my throat is slowly getting to me, so I am just going to pop a lozenge. Apologies if there's any, like, mouth sounds moving forwards, but anyway. All of this to say is this has the design of a Hey Show at the same time as being in charge. Welcome, your Hey Show charge member. Don't we already have W Corp Yisang, bruh? We pretty much do. That's the thing. We pretty much already do. It just comes down to how much dimensional rifts actually gets applied here. Bull Heisho. Because bulls like to charge. Fucking hell, man. You really thought he'd have a retreat gimmick? Yeah, it would have been fun if he had a retreat gimmick and did the whole portal bullshit. That would have been fun, but otherwise, nah. We ain't getting shit, mate. The thing that's kind of sad is it's not from getting quadricolor dimensions that we activate 4-dimension refraction times series severance. That's based on charge count. And the thing is, almost everything here wants to consume charge count before gaining charge count. It's just, bro. The design is going to be a little funky. Is there anything for... Wait, do we even care about charge potency? It's the charge barrier for charge potency. Okay, what else? Charge on self. Okay, speed difference. So it's damage. And okay, so it's all in the passives. Unfocused volley is just depressing. At the very least, Rize, it is unfocused volley alongside having a slash damage echo. Yeah, there's charge potency, still damage, yeah. This could just be a gorilla. Honestly, this could just be a gorilla. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if this just ends up being a gorilla and the numbers are stupid. But otherwise, there's like no source here, man. This is like... There is like genuinely no source. The echo is probably intended to help kill the low HP minions in line 2. Christ. Yeah, it could just be raw damage, sourceless raw damage. And that's when it's kind of sad. Like, the thing is, these days we're not lacking for damage in Limbus Company. Like, Lei Heng has slowly been turned into, oh no, Lei Heng doesn't have enough HP anymore. That was the feeling I had when using the Dawn Office. That just came out. Hello, streamer. Hello, hello. Blue freezing arrow. Why a blue freezing arrow? But okay. Now that we know what everything's about, we can take a look back over and see what we care about, if we care about anything at all. So hang on a sec. We need to skip like the first section. Okay, skill 1. Okay. Skill 2. Okay, ally attack. Follow up. Skill 1. Okay. Skill 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, ally attack. Skill 1 with the reuse. And now skill 3 dash 2. Yeah. The real thing that people are going to be rolling for.
설마 아이돌 데뷔?
아니 그런 건 아니고.
People really ran with that line, by the way, just the idol debut shit. And they, like, I saw like 5 different artworks of Kira in an idol outfit. immediately following that announcement. Like, holy shit. But yeah, it is. It's white bread, man. It's white bread. Like, I wasn't expecting much. I wasn't expecting much, and I got even less than what I was expecting. Like, maybe, just maybe. You know what? We don't even. The saddest part about this, by quite a long shot, is we're not even getting, like. We don't get a skill-free cheat either. We just don't get to have fun in this particular case. You crazy for not hating this idea? You actually want something simple once in a while? The thing is, it's too simple. Give us, like, at least something to work around. Like, something to be like, oh, that's cool, or oh, let's have some fun with this, blah, blah, blah. At most, that's like maybe the skill-free -2. At most. Remove unfocused volley and this motherfucker has a Kanto 7 kit. Kinda. It's still a Kanto 9 kit at the end of the day because of all of the slash damage echoes. There's quite a lot of echoes. It all depends on how much damage percentage we're getting out of quadricolor and velocity. Depending on those, this could be potentially very disgusting amounts of damage. But it's white bread. Like, I know this is coming off of like PP, where we got like stupid fancy stuff and stuff that does ridiculous amounts of things, but at the same time, it's white bread, mate. It's white bread. There's not much. If you're Australian, you spread butter on the white bread and you add hundreds and thousands, you add bloody sprinkles to that thing, and you have fairy bread at the very least. You get fairy bread off of this guy when you at least use his ego. But, you know, after doing the whole lore video on the LCE, most of the fun in the LCE is just their attunement rate. So how far they're willing to push attunement. Now, as far as we can tell, this cunt looks like a newbie that's going through it. So probably can't reach stupid high attunement rates. But we could play around with that even. We could play around with like, oh, can't do attunement particularly well. Then in that case, oh, unpredictable attunement, and then fuck around with that kind of concepts, and then maybe has some demerits for fucking around and finding out. But consequently allows for much higher power. Like, for example, the bullshit attunement rate shit we get with, say, Artist Blossom Star Faust, where, oh, whoops, max attunement, kaboom. You unfortunately don't get that here, even, so... Really, this feels stupid sourceless. Like, there's nothing. There's nothing, man. One used the Dimension Shredder Ego, and at least he's going to be alright status-wise, depending on how much Dimensional Rift they give him. Yes, exactly. Like, the thing is, if it's even one Dimension Rift... If it's even one Dimension Rift on that skill 2... we're already positive. If it's 2 Dimension Rifts, we suddenly become quite positive. If it's 3 Dimension Rift, shit, this man's broken. You get? Alright. And if it's like 5 Dimension Rift on any of these, anything over 3, this guy becomes Rupture Staple and suddenly he takes a slot out of the Hey Show team. That's how ridiculous it can potentially be. The fact he does not have a passive mentioning or benefiting his ego are crazy after we got Kim Salt. To an extent. It's more that he's it's almost essential to make this guy work in any kind of status-related fashion, at least in terms of rupture. Better than concussion? You doubt it? We'll see, we'll see. Concussion's good, concussion's good. It's a 20% amplification, if I recall. Like, yeah, we're competing with concussion, we're competing with Warp, W Corp, Yisung as it is. And concussion is a solid enough buff. It's a 1.2 times damage, so you amplify your rupture damage. His echo damage could potentially go nuts depending on the numbers due to double damage buffs from Quadricolor. His passive, then Gregor's charge sting debuff. Yes. The only problem I have though is he does it once every 6 turns. Like, we're not cheating out. We're not going to be cheating out that skill free. Like, a lot of payoffs for charge tend to be in the skill 2 rather than specifically skill 3s. See Faust, see Hongers, see quite a few of the others. The skill 2 is quite a lot stronger than you expect. It's the old mentality of charge where the skill 3 is the big boom. Charge is now just Tremor. Well, we're just stacking over every bloody possible thing. He's set up with Greg. Then your big boom. Like, charge sting is also a bit annoying to use because it's per hit as well, from what I recall. Just wait for charge filled while we electrocute the bloody filled. The funny part was Yisung was the sloth in charge. We have no choice but to take... We have no choice but to take Otis with us, I guess. Like, okay. I'd prefer if we had the version of charge we had back in Ruiner, where charge was more of a means to an end. Consuming it was the idea to get extra effects, and you could consume even at low amounts, or you could maintain it at higher amounts for, like, to buff your guys up. Plus giving a push and fold kind of delay kind of shit. It's just here in Limbus, it's... You have to burn through the gas to get any gas. And that means, in a lot of cases, you're not going to burn enough gas before the big stuff that you want to burn the gas for. And yeah, you can throw him in like a Queen of Hatred team quite easily. Like, you could still build NV charge. It's just that it's not going to be like stupid pretty or anything, and you're going to be relying on a lot of raw damage. Most charge IDs in Limbus aren't even charge IDs. Yeah, to an extent. Does this guy do more for Pride Res Slash than Rupture? Nah. Rupture still would do good. As long as you get Dim Shred off, Rupture still does okay. Just that middle is also NV. Yeah, so you may as well bring Matthias Otis alongside. And then you can use I'll Go for Scissors every now and then, and Unpack every now and then. Ebony Stem ID next. Oh, yeah, and you could Ebony Stem on Otis. Therefore, not strictly turning Matthias into full negative to your Rupture count. God, it's awful. Like, unfortunately with this one, it is going to come down to... It is going to strictly come down to numbers. Like, it's so white bread that we do need the numbers to actually make or break this guy. There's nothing that outlandish here. There's nothing that crazy here. It's a numbers game. Telepole ID when you just want a furry, mate. You want your electric furry. Shame that unique charge we have on IDs doesn't really do anything unique. No, it doesn't. It's just charge. Rupture in 2026 is either a clown show or Chinese, and the difference is stark. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much how that runs. Yeah, pretty much. There is no source. What do you mean? Unique charge has unique icons for it. For real, yeah. Hello, you just... What did you just, mate? What did you just? You got scans for dimensional shred unique interactions, yeah. Yeah. Can you please yawn again? No. No, I did not provide that kind of fan service on a whim. But yeah, there really is nothing for us to work with here. Like, if it's a gorilla and it's just a hammer, sure. If the rupture is so ridiculously strong, sure. But there's no fun. There's just nothing fun. Praying for Wayfarer Corp standard fare ID to become Charged Jesus. So you want... Think of it for a moment. Ariman over there, think of it for a moment. Do you want Charge to have one of its staples be an Among Us walking onto your screen? You just sharded Queen of Hatred Dawn because you wanted to make a Charge team? Queen of Hatred Dawn's solid. Like, the numbers for Queen of Hatred Dawn don't lie. They're very honest. They are very broken as shit and very strong. It's just you'll have to sit there and watch the animations. And because our funny facade system, funny skin system doesn't speed up the animations, you are going to be sitting there watching the animations. So this guy's job is to be an envy skill, 4 to 6 turns, turn on Queen of Hatred. His evade is just better than skill 1 looks like, yeah. And he gets his skill 1 for free anyway. So you can spend turns evading. What I'm a bit more surprised of is we didn't get a counter. Like, I get that this evade is like stupid strong and everything, but doesn't Wayward Passenger normally like slot 2 counters? Yeah, normally slot 2 counters. I know the trailer wouldn't have made it feel like it anyway, but still, 2 counters would have been pretty fun. Yi-Sung doesn't get counters. Yi-Sung does get counters. I can name 2 of them, in fact. There is Blade Lineage Yi-Sung and there's Lu Yi-Sung that both have counters. Give us N-Corp IDs instead of this. Damn, this man reads. No, this man uses terrible IDs. Nah, both of those are staple IDs these days, but they do have counters strapped to them. But nah, and if we got the N-Corp guys, then we would have already had more for Bleed Tremor. If this unit does not get hit condition, yeah. And the thing is, why offer that when we're getting killed anyway? Like, this was a perfect shoo-in for a counter. And then it's Envy as well. Envy counters. Middle. Bullshit. Why not? If you were going to make him, like, slightly boring, then why not? Why not give him a bit of sauce? But no, I guess not. But nah, it's because of the ego. The ego has the, if you do not get hits, you generate extra charge count. So they have to work around that. We can't let him have a normal counter. I mean, if that, in that particular case, why couldn't they have just given him, you know, a clashable counter then? At least it would still be a counter, but... I bloody digress. It's... We can talk here for hours about what he could have, but yeah. Does he have anything to do with the ego? He's a wet noodle without the ego in Rupture, at least. He does not have Rupture counts outside of Dimensional Rifts, which means everything goes negative on turn. You need to have you need to use Dim Shred to then get at least 1 Rupture counts with each coin for 3 coins per turn. The problem being that he also uses additional, or he has an assist attack, which is going to eat through coins as well. Superbia turn 1 it is. It wouldn't be worth it. He doesn't have a good way of getting SP either. What was Kim Ji-hoon cooking up? Honestly, no idea. I would even doubt that Kim Ji-hoon was in charge of this one. Like, there's genuinely someone at Project Moon headquarters that just hates Charge with a passion. And never wants Charge to ever be good ever again. Incompatibility with 15-3 is rough as a non-Heisho Rupture unit. 15-3 is a bit of a meme these days, mate. Yes, this is a seasonal ID, just make him standard. Yeah, that's what I was saying as well. People aren't going to roll on this banner for Yi Sung. People are going to roll on this banner because it has Matthias attached to it. So I'm going to need to find the one Matthias of obsessed person in my server. There's several of those, I think, actually. And ask them, hey, did you happen to roll on the banner? Do you mind investing in this unit and maxing it out for me so I can test it out? Yes, it is unfortunately a big ask. Call them out. It's fucking Senti, mate. As far as I remember, it's Senti. Matthias was Walpurgis bait. Nah, Valentino was the Walpurgis bait in this case. Let's see, swear to God, you'll get this ID in a 10 pull. So phone, if you do happen to get it in a 10 pull and are willing to invest in it, please throw it over. Let's see, is that VTuber model of yours an OC or based off a character from a piece of media? This one's an OC. Rather, I only have OCs. It'd be weirder if I had one which was based on a piece of media. If you ever got him, you would have maxed out the C-Song out and put him in support for the lols. I mean, he's handing over haste. Do we have an ID out there that uses charge and wants to be stupid fast? Oh, I guess we do. Albina. Because Albina would actually benefit from the passive, which is kind of funny. At least if we ever got it to the way of... Yeah, if we got it to N-Corp Tremor. So if we got our Tremor Bleed from N-Corp, Albina subbing in with Charge and Bleed, she then becomes the Everlasting holder and she goes stupid fast. That would actually be really funny. This looks like a 2 Envy Res passive though. If the support passive turns out to be 2 Envy Res, then that's a bit of a rip. If it just turns out to be costs Envy, or needs a certain amount of envy, the ring has it covered as well. So there is some potential there for some funny shit. We're building up weak charge IDs first because we're going to get the big charge ID payouts later in Otis's Kanto. But why? Why Otis's Kanto? Anyhow, I've had enough depression dealing with this. I am going to finish off this stream by clearing that boss that I just unlocked in Relink, so hang on a second here. Sonnen PM hates charge. There'll be no strong charge IDs. Get your head out of the gutter. I mean, does Maestro Honglu count as a strong charge ID? I guess he does. They clearly charge. Look at all the unique charge IDs. The thing is, we do have very strong charge IDs. It's just their main gimmick hasn't been charge. You're going to sleep? See you later, mate. See you later. But yeah, there's some genuinely stupid things here and there. Favorite charge ID, Dawn Office Fixer Forced. Oi. Don't think Charge Bleed MD runs a single actual charge unit. Yikes. And don't you, like, triple status it at that point for a bleed charge? Oh, it rewards an Ambrosia. Oh, I saw a piece of loot that I am not a fan of. We're going Idean farming again. Hey, say hi. You know what the sandbox is? Welcome back to the fucking sandbox. Charge is so good as an additional flavor to an ID that pure charge IDs do not feel as good. The problem is so many things already feel like... So many things already feel like charge that it's just screaming, mate. Okay. There are two people that I normally borrow from. One is a mate. Well, both of them are mates. One is Mato, the other is Kaya. Do we want a Beatrix or do we want a Cagliostro? Does anyone actually care? Is the question there. Let's see. Bea. Okay. Fair enough. Let's see. They are not pure charge. They are charge rupture. Yeah. It is kind of funny that we do just casually pluck out the world as a fight. Say hi. You sleep in the side ditch half the time. Actually, do you have a mattress these days? He sleeps on the springs, I say. Charge has been antiquated as a status and only kept around because we have too much in the game to call it a fake status. Envy Resonance. Oh god. Guy's just a punch demon. Surprise. Nice. Oh, it's another vocal track, so yay, more copyright most likely. When is he stopping time and dropping a road roller on you? That is a good question. I did not think I'd actually parry that. Well. Oh, that actually hurt. Okay. Wait, does this cunt have a second HP bar? Wait, this cunt has a second HP bar, doesn't he? Or is your awesome vampire Dio gonna come out? The funny thing I find is in almost everything that guy voice acts for at this point, or that particular voice actor voice acts for at that point, he has to make a Dio reference. Man is cursed by it at this point. Oi, oi, oi. I don't think you made one in Kiwami 2, but you could have missed it. Might have been a subtle one. Might have been a subtle one. Oh, I see. We're supposed to avoid the path of that thing. Easy enough. Yo, what? Follow the AI. The AI is actually very well programmed in Relink. And you know, you never think that Grand Blue OST is as good as it is. Shooting at the stop, you fuckers. Of course they gave him the order. Because the star is the one who found him. With the order. Okay. Parrying that is really fun. Not managing to parry that is depressing though. Ora, nah, mura. Ayla now. What was it? Ari. I will admit that my favorite part was part 5, simply because it's part 3 but better. In most ways. Around the 20 people talking in your ear announcer list. Oh god. My condolences. We stand part 4. Yeah. I will admit that part 4 is a lot of people's favorites. Especially because especially since I was running an anime club around the time that it was coming out, and people treated part 4 like God's given gifts, basically. Whoa. Well, that's fancy. Oh, that's fast. That's really fast. I'm not fast enough to kill all these. Rip. That hurt. That hurt like hell. Basically, second half where part 6 where Araki remembers how to write. Halo Mao. Part 6 I'm not that big a fan of, I'll be honest. Because yeah, it does take that time. Oh god, this fucker's an asshole. Okay. We might actually wipe. Actually, we can blast away a lot of his HP, so it depends on what phase 2 is like. No perfect parry this time. Okay, 2% HP. Of course he has another HP bar though. Did we get him? There's a whole red HP bar behind the yellow HP bar we just depleted. No, we did not just get him. Because the world has a second form. That's fun. God, survival phases like these are the worst. Ponder the orb, yes, ponder the orb. Now the cunt has his Technicolor wings. Oh, motherfucker, force selects one. Okay. The devil. Okay. Not gonna lie, in the mobile game for this, I normally just bum rush this fight. The world over heaven, bro. Oh, it's just more phase one. Okay. Yep, just more phase one. Oh, okay, we're getting primal burst. Wait, we only did 10% of this bar. Alright, yeah, primal burst. Honey Bahamut. We want to get that stun off if possible. Come on. We got it. No, we didn't. Fucking Sandalphon. Sandalphon trolling there by being stunned. GG. We lost the damage phase. Easy mode it. Wow, we really did just get to ignore an entire mechanic. Vines of the Hanged Man. Christ. Rabbit and steel ass shit, man. Ah, fuck me. Oh, we are not going to break any cards, are we? We broke one. Okay, we're fucked. That's gonna hurt. Kiss to the devil plus. Okay. Okay, can we get this stun off? If we can get the stun off, then that makes things a lot easier. Whoa. Okay. Things got a lot easier. Breathing room. Breathing room, damage spam. And we're good. Okay, perfect timing to interrupt as well. God, and we're still only halfway through his bar. Another primal burst. These are fun, admittedly, these are fun. Oh, come on. Waste of a summon, unfortunately. Okay, halfway through at this point. Fucking hell. We're over 3/4 of the way through. Reflection of the... Oh. Oh, that's rough. Okay, we can't have that happen again. I don't have the damage. Not solo. Yep. There we go. Pain of death. Oh, that's fun. Nope, it's over. We wiped. Actually, no. We have one more chance, I think. Yeah, I'm not allowed to go down one more time. Nope, it's over. Ah, that feels bad. Okay. I am just gonna go grab some dinner. That is it for now.